strategic placements all around, making it difficult to move, NXP can stand toe-to-toe with that. Will they be as fast as the Benedetta and Alice? Probably
not, yeah.
But they can catch up. They will not always be completely out of position and are out-positioned by Blacklist.
Yeah, despite their range, they do have some good mobility. Pinch poise, some movement options for the Cho, so not out of it as of yet. But again, it will be uphill because H2O on the Ling, he's going to be focused here for sure by Blacklist. Right now, though, Wise does have some pretty good opening here to just go and do some damage in the early game. When you hit level 4, H2O is not going to be ready quite yet.
Yeah.
Wise, though, different story.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit more time for H2O to cook up. But if NXP can just position themselves well enough to poise up for an H2O turtle buff steal, then that would be really great. But I like how Eson is playing this Kufra right now, really trying to disrupt H2O's flow, at the same time giving information. Yeah, he's only level 1. He won't hit level 4 by that time the turtle spawns, but at least what you have is information on the Ling, where he is. That gives more breathing room there for Wise.
Yeah, that's just how you play it anyway, right? You gotta sacrifice the levels or the experience of the Kufra if you want to be able to get information on your enemy. At the same time, also got the skills already to disrupt, especially that bouncing ball. That's such a nuisance in the early game, isn't it?
Yeah, and he has gone down the totem pole and
they're going for the fight here. Level 4, what am I talking about? It's gonna be the Tempest of Blades right away. That's a big miss on the Death Sonata, who by Wise almost takes down H2O, able to make it out with a sliver of health.
Yeah, that reminds me of that scene where there's a cool guy running away from an explosion, but when he turns around, you can see that his entire back, his clothes have been burned off in the back. Like, he looks fine in the front, but then you can see his butt.
Exactly.
That's sort of what happened to H2O there.
Exactly what happened there, and forced him to back off, and opening for a turtle here.
He can go for the steal, H2O.
For the steal, he's still in position, and he gets it! Just like you said, right now though, first blood for Wise. James also going to be able to answer back. Renegade, he's quite low, not ready to fight as of yet. Will be taken out there. Electo final blow, doing some pretty good damage. Knocked it here by James, and the non-stop aggression coming in from NXP. H2O has the turtle buff, and he's making full use of it.
NXP just did what they needed to do. Give breathing room, even though Blacklist started it, even though they get most of the damage done. Just make sure H2O has enough breathing room to steal the turtle. And that was simple. He was just standing there on the wall of the turtle pit. Simple retribution, bang, gets it. And he even got to steal the orange buff here for Wise, which is going to be a problem. Because you have H2O on a Ling, this is going to be the NXP's best chance to really test the defense of Blacklist International. The reason why Wise has such a high KDA rating, 6.36 compared to H2O's 3.78, is because Blacklist has always played on a defensive Wise. They've always tried to give a lot of room throughout the map for Wise, but now they can pressure that.
Yeah, that's happening right now. Oheb still here, trying to see if he can do some damage with the blood orb. Wise will be able to take down Renegade as well. Man, that was ill-advised for me. What was Renegade doing all alone there?
Just doing everything he can, I mean, to really just disrupt and try to get that buff because he really needed to get it. And it worked out. It was a worthy sacrifice. It's gonna mean more time for that Esmeralda of his to build up. But so far, they're really choking Wise's Granger, who's only level 5 compared to H2O's level 7. We are 22 seconds away from the turtle spawning, and Wise has 0 buffs on him.
So basically, they're just throwing everything at Wise right now.
Yep.
We're gonna take some deaths. We don't care. As long as H2O gets the buffs. And I think, and he's also getting the experience a lot quicker, which is definitely a big positive to what we just saw, where NXP is just throwing everything but the kitchen sink straight into Blacklist early on.
And another kitchen sink might get thrown up here. There could be a big fight breaking out with the turtle rock hard.
Big one here. Edward still here using the Electo final blow as a zone here. Slow down that turtle and make sure that they can't go and secure it as of yet. Map equalizes, but the gold is slightly in favor of NXP.
And NXP want to end this game fast, and Yaoi gets a pick off.
Oh my god, that is huge! They take down Eson. No tank here, no one to do the zoning. That is a big problem here, but will be secured still by Wise. What was that?
so close. They're almost getting the turtle. H2O wasn't even able to use his retribution there. I think NXP decided to call that off real quickly. Like, yeah, this is too risky. We might lose too much. Let's just give this turtle, which is good discipline there by NXP. But then, I said it earlier, Blacklist has to be careful. Eson, if he gets his third death here, by the time we hit the 7-8 minute mark, it's gonna be tough for him. Lancy is still deathless, and with the mystery shop, he'll be able to get his first item real quickly, and that meteor shower is gonna hurt the tank of Blacklist.
Yep, this meteor shower is going to be usable, but not on the bottom lane. Renegade still respecting. Same with H2O, respecting the damage output that can come from a Granger that has the turtle buff. So, despite the big level advantage, I think NXP, they're still waiting for a few of those item pickups.
Yeah, especially on Renegade's Esmeralda, who, because of the early start that he had, still needs more time. He was able to be part of fights where he was able to get average stacks, though, which is good. But the fact that he already has 2 deaths and he might get taken out here again could be bad.
Yeah, that's real-world manipulation there being used as a zone. But Renegade's able to get at least a little bit of time there before the flowing blood finishes him off. Oheb with a kill. The rest of the map, though, we still got Edward checking in onto H2O on the top side.
Yep, more action here. The mid lane, Eson with a pick-off.
Oh, Eson once more. Wise is going to be able to get taken out with ease here. And as H2O, they still have a bit of an opening here. They can do some damage. Lancy, though, absorbing all of that. And the flowing blood procs, as well as Edward. Man, Blacklist is starting to really feel the pain of this lineup.
Yeah, man. Alice, good pick off there by NXP to take out Wise. Eson was out of position, but because he found a good positioning there to go after Lancy. But again, the rotations of the Alice, now that Oheb's lane's turret is broken, he's just gonna freely roam around here and be part of that Blacklist squad going for the objectives.
There you go. Those items looking a lot better, obviously, for NXP. The turtle, though, will be reset for the meantime. Real World is up on top side. James is a target. Forces the flicker out of the Paquito. Dive in by Edward. Why are we moving on the right? Oh, they're looking for Wise. Okay. I was looking for Paquito there. For the meantime, though, Renegade just flexing a little bit, trying to get into the heads of Blacklist International. They get a turret for their efforts. And I think they also stole the purple buff.
Yes,
Am I correct?
They did, yeah. Lancy was committed the meteor shower to take away the purple buff of Wise, which was a good call there, because now Wise is just gonna come into this turtle with the orange buff. He's gonna get slow, so a little bit more damage with his basic attacks, but then what he'll lack is the cooldowns, which the Granger loves, because of course that's where he gets his Rhapsody.
That's right. You gotta get those Rhapsody hits in. You gotta get more cooldown reduction so you can spam it even more. But then again, his damage isn't quite there yet. Is it locked in?
Not
That's
as
a big
much.
question.
Yeah, not as much compared to H2O. And now we're seeing here Alice getting into the turtle location much sooner compared to the Esmeralda, who's still busy clearing the wave down bottom. Essen goes in, but misses the Tyrant's Rage.
That was a big miss on the Tyrant's Rage, and the coming fight here could still favor Blacklist as they do pick off James out of position. Wave the Dragon forces him back. Oheb with a follow-up, but not anyone home. H2O Tempest of Blade slows everyone down, and Finch Poison out of there. A very, very close call there for NXP.
Yeah, really close call. They could have lost more there, but now Blacklist is feeling the power of Lancy's Chang'e, similar to how Lancy played the Lunox earlier. But now NXP, seeing as how Blacklist are rotating, H2O, good call here to go into the bottom lane to try and bring the turrets, open up the map a little bit more. They're aggressively going after the purple buff of Wise, so that's going to be less cooldown for the Chang'e.
Yeah, big time here actually. If you can think about what the purple buff actually does for Wise, right now no purple buff means less Rhapsody hits.
Yeah.
And that's something that NXP will take any day.
And another fight here.
Another big one here. Could be it. Edward with the execute takes down H2O. He's very happy for that kill apparently.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's more gold now onto Edward's Vendetta, because he's 3-0-1, and that was a Ling who has not died yet for most of this game. So that's a big gold reward.
So are we looking at another Edward, possible Edward MVP?
Possible, but Renegade has other thoughts.
Apparently we jinxed it a little bit.
Yeah. Sorry, Edward.
Sorry for that, Edward. You were playing a little bit too close to the sun. and will get burned there. Oheb still free farming as usual, gets absorbed there by the way of the dragon, but off angle means he will live to tell the tale. Wise though again on the mid lane, trying to see if he can do some mind games with Renegade. Esson's Kufra definitely doing some pretty good, a pretty good job at making sure that Wise doesn't get instantly dove in by NXP.
Yeah, and what has been crucial, amongst other things for Blacklist so far, is for all the major objective fights, is the positioning and timing of when to use real-world manipulation by Oh My Venus. There's a reason why Oh My Venus is deathless just yet. He's just positioned so far back that NXP understands and respects that it's a little bit too risky if they dive Oh My Venus's Eve too early in, because we also have other members of Blacklist who can punish NXP for that. So that's something that if NXP sees Oh My Venus give up the position too early or be mispositioned at whenever, they have to dive in and take that opportunity. But it's Oheb taking the opportunities.
Oh, Oheb actually able to just do some good damage, and the zone happened here. They took out Yawi, but they're still fighting again. One member of NXP in the middle of everything, everyone else just watching.
Yeah, it's miscommunication
What
again?
was that call? That was so weird.
Yeah, NXP though, I don't know if that's like, if it's overly cautious or they made the right call there. Yes, they gave up 2, but that could have been more. So it's good for them deciding not to fight it.
And NXP cutting their losses.
Yeah, cutting their losses. But for me as well, I feel like they could have turned that fight around somewhat. That they have the right tools to be able to contest that.
Blacklist was compressed, literally.
Yeah.
I hope we can get a replay of that. They were compressed so hard that they were like open targets. A lot of them were open targets, but NXP decided, you know what, let's hang back. We're not gonna take this. So they're playing for the long game apparently here.
Yeah.
If that's gonna be the case.
Again, they were able to cut their losses, but the losses are starting to stack up on them. They just lost their mid lane turret. With this Lord up, Blacklist is going to make for a play here. They're going to clear up the minion waves on the side, try to get all their ground covered here, make sure the minion waves are pushed out at the right, at the ways that they want them to be, and then they're going to position for their turtle. Next big fight here could be for this purple buff or for this turtle when both teams decide to trigger it. But for now, it's going to be cleanup duty, just do the chores around the map.
Yep. Clean it up, get those buffs, get those jungle camps. Basically, just try to get Wise onto level 15 as soon as possible, and make sure that someone's always babysitting Wise, because you never know if there's a random Cho on the bush, which is exactly what Yaoi's doing.
Yeah.
It's like they saw Yaoi go into that bush, and you know what? We're gonna go around it.
Yeah.
In the bottom lane, though, NXP will have Renegade and Yaoi. Where's the backup? I'm not sure. But they will spot out Yaoi with Dragon onto Wise. Not at effective. No follow-up means that's going to be a dead Yaoi right there. Renegade, though, he could still do some damage. Flicker in by James. Takes down Oh My Venus. And Edward using once more Electro Final Blow for zoning, while the rest of his team just works on anyone that gets caught in the Blacklist grasp.
NXP did everything they could to turn that into a win, but with how they were positioned, both teams are relatively quite scattered.
Yeah.
But then Blacklist decided to just focus on, okay, Wise might get taken down there, although he didn't. He had a little bit of help, but if I'm not mistaken, Edward and Oheb were preoccupied with fighting James and Renegade, so that's how they were taken out there late into the fight. But that scattered team fight that we saw there, which we're going to be seeing in a replay pop up in your screens. Oh man,
you gotta review that for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah,
let's look at it here.
Let's look at
See that Renegade distracted by Oh My Venus and Oheb. Meanwhile, Yaoi was the one who spotted out Wise. That was a good pick off by S on stopping the Cho, so NXP lose their tank. Lancy, though, unfortunate. He was able to land a lot of hits onto that meteor shower, but only onto one. You see there where everyone else is stacked up. Renegade, James, Oheb, S on, Wise, all of them. They were just fighting there. It looked like NXP could have turned it around with sustain, but then again, Alice, Oheb coming in big.
Yeah, that replay is brought to you by the Oppo A94 as we head into a big one here by NXP. They're trying to turn this around. They look for Venus, and the Tempest of Blades hits the targets, but doesn't knock anyone up properly. As the rest of NXP, they scatter back. They're falling in, and they are not ready to fight.
Renegade will not be able to get away from this. Too many chasing him godlike already for Oheb. And we could be seeing another MVP Alice performance in our hands here.
I can tell, man.
By Oheb. But then it's also big what the other members of Blacklist are doing. Oh My Venus only has 1 death. His positioning has been great. Timing for the real world manipulation. Mwah, perfecto.
You just can't pick him up.
Yeah, it's really
pick him
hard.
off rather, and that is interesting considering such an immobile mage that we've seen picked up here by Blacklist. So now they want to go for a Lord. Yaoi and James does spot this out. And half HP H2O is ready. No buffs on the guy yet though. So I think they might have to slow down a little bit here.
Yeah, both teams are just biding their time. But good thing for NXP fans out there and for NXP is that they are relatively... Now, it's just the comfort picks that we're seeing shine here. It's Edwards Benedetta shining. It's Oheb's Alice shining. Even Eson on the Kufra has been a low-key presence, but just the presence of the bouncing ball, when to use a Tyrant's Rage, though it isn't a bombastic effect as we're used to seeing with Kufra players. He's doing his job.
Yeah, they're just right there, and real world manipulation dropped as well by Oh My Venus. Secures the purple buff here for Blacklist. Edward though could be in trouble. H2O trying to see if he can go in for the kill. You're mobile, so am I. The Tempest of Blades will be able to at least finish off Edward, while the rest of Blacklist is on the mid lane.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get this turret without a problem. So NXP lost their inhibitor down in mid. They might lose down bottom. Yeah, Blacklist will be able to go and take for it. They're not blocking that meteor shower from the minion wave push, but Renegade is in the back line.
Yeah, they don't care. And again, top lane is also a problem. This is what H2O does.
Yeah.
He goes for the split, but will it work out this time? The Great Wave of the Dragon into Oheb, but the Winter Truncheon will actually keep him alive. Renegade with the finish off onto the Wise rather on the finish off with the Renegade, and just like that, Blacklist, they're looking like they are way ahead in this game.
Yeah, H2O actually could have gone for that turret there, but of course, he didn't see, or he couldn't see, or none of the members of NXP could see that the members of Blacklist weren't recalling just yet. It was actually Eson who was able to recall first, but by the time H2O left the lane, they were still trying to run away. Eson didn't start recalling until 1 or 2 seconds after he decided to stop that push, so it could have been a turret break there up top, but that's what NXP can do now. That's what H2O can do now. Open up the map, clear up the minion waves, apply pressure in either of the side lanes, and then quickly go back and join in NXP. Meanwhile, the rest of NXP, what they need to do is just not get picked off. Don't give too many opportunities for Blacklist to win a skirmish, while H2O is split pushing.
Yeah, H2O has definitely got the tools to go for those cross-map play. But for now, it's going to be a fight on the bottom lane. Real World is zoning everyone off again. Renegade is forced to clear the waves on the mid lane as Blacklist does take the inhibitor tower on the bottom.
I just said it, but then with H2O split pushing up top, the members of Blacklist need to go back. And this Lord here.
Oh, Yaoi spotted out.
Oh, this bad. Yaoi needs to get away.
He's got to get away. There's no way that they can actually take this because
Oheb!
H2O's on top. Renegade in the middle of everyone. He's trying to control 4 members here on the bottom side, but he can only do so for a short amount of time before he gets taken out. That's a legendary, but will be traded for an inhibitor turret on top.
Ooh, the Oheb Express is running wild, man.
Oh, no, the turret's still on top, rather.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Edward was able to clear that wave really, really well.
Nice catch by Edward.
No retribution because H2O was all the way in the purple. Will not be able to... Oh! The Lord! Oh!
He got taken!
He still got the Lord!
Oh, this guy is a beast!
Oh my goodness!
Oh, man!
The Oheb Express! Oh!
He made sure he had control.
Oheb.
For a moment there, I thought they were gonna let that go, but...
Yeah, the meteor shower from Lancey was right there, but... Oh my goodness, just in the nick of time. Consider that a highlight play for Oheb. Just getting to the Lord just in time. That was 1 tick away from the meteor shower.
That should have been an NXP Lord, man.
Yeah.
That should have been an NXP Lord. And just like that, at Blacklist, they're going on the hunt. Trying to go for Yaoi. Renegade dives in. Falling Star Moon no longer available. Tempest of Blades fighting under the turret, under the Lord. But the damage is still just real. No one is low here on Blacklist. They can keep fighting. I can do this all day. And the fight's here. Yaoi gonna get on the fight. as well, but the turret, the base is the target, and that's gonna be a 2-0. Blacklist International, still undefeated on week number 3.
What a series!